Okay, welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're zoning in on something super specific, but honestly, really common. Taking care of vinyl floors. I mean, you see vinyl practically everywhere, right? Homes, businesses, hospitals, it's popular stuff. Looks good, pretty durable,
Yeah.
but keeping it clean without, messing up the finish over time, that can be tricky.
Oh, absolutely. It's a real balancing act. Vinyl needs, well, a specific kind of clean. You need enough power to deal with things like grease or tracked in mud, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But you definitely can't go at it with harsh chemicals or like super abrasive pads that'll just dull it or wear it down.
Yeah.
And the sources we're looking at today, they really focus on one machine, the Aiolith floor scrubber. They make pretty strong cases built exactly for this kind of challenge.
Right. So our mission for this dive is to really unpack why. Why do the sources say this machine is the one for vinyl? What are the specific features, the design choices they point to? Let's get into it. Maybe start with the actual skirting part.
Yeah, okay. What seems interesting here is this idea of balancing power with protection. The source material talks about 360-degree rotating pads, which sounds powerful. But the key part is optimal pressure. It's like just the right amount of force, enough to lift the tough stuff. Think that stubborn kitchen grease or dried mud, but not so hard, it's going to scuff or wear away the vinyl's top layer.
Okay, so not just blasting it.
Exactly. And they even mentioned commercial cleaners, seeing like 40% faster drying times, which isn't just convenient, right? Less water sitting around means less chance of it seeping into seams and causing damage down the line.
Okay, powerful but gentle cleaning, faster drying, I get that. But vinyl floors can cover huge areas. Think about like school hallways or big retail stores. How does this thing handle just covering that much ground?
Well, that brings up the battery life, which the sources definitely highlight. The Aiolith reportedly runs for a full 5 hours on one charge.
5 hours.
Yeah, and that apparently translates to cleaning something like 12,000 square feet. The sources also dig into the type of batteries thermal stable lithium ones, which basically means they should work just as well in a really cold warehouse or a hot gym. Unlike some batteries that get sluggish in extreme temps,
Uh-huh.
there's actually a quote they include from a maintenance supervisor, Roy Carter in Ohio. He says they can clean 3 whole schools without plugging it in.
3 schools. Okay, that really puts the range into perspective.
It does, doesn't it?
And covering that kind of area usually means dodging obstacles. Furniture, equipment, tight corners, all that stuff you find on vinyl floors. How maneuverable is it?
That's a really good point, especially for places like clinics or cafeterias. The sources make a big deal about its zero-turn steering. It's designed so it can pivot, basically right on the spot, so it can glide around table legs or get under counters pretty easily.
So it's agile.
Seems like it. They mention hospital staff finding it much better for navigating around things like IV poles compared to older, clunkier machines. That agility saves time, less bumping into things.
Makes sense. And these machines, especially if they're used commercially, they take a beating, right?
Yeah.
What about durability? Is it built to last?
Yeah, if you're thinking about, the cost over time for a business, durability is huge. The AIOLEF is apparently built with military-grade HDPE plastic.
Okay, military grade always sounds impressive. What does that actually mean here?
Well, HDPE, that's high-density polyethylene, it's known for being really strong, impact-resistant, rigid, much tougher than standard plastics, apparently. The sources claim it's built to handle serious knocks, maybe even drops. They cite a janitorial company in Milwaukee that saw something like a 78% drop in repair needs compared to their old machines with aluminum frames. So that suggests the material choice really matters.
A 78% reduction. Wow. That's significant. Okay, so it's tough. But is it complicated? Sometimes powerful machines have like a steep learning curve. The sources mention ease of use too.
They did, yeah. And that's pretty critical for getting staff trained quickly and, avoiding mistakes. The sources actually call it idiot-proof, which is maybe a bit blunt.
Ah, yeah.
But the point is simplicity. It's got color-coded controls, one-touch settings. The claim is new staff can be up and running, cleaning properly in just minutes.
Okay.
There's another quote, this time from a retailer in Texas, Mia Lombardo, who kind of jokes, even my tech challenge mom uses it.
Yay!
So that simple interface seems to cut down on training hassle.
Right. Simple controls, tough build, great range, moves easily. But let's circle back specifically to vinyl. Are there features highlighted just for protecting that material?
Absolutely. And this really seems like a core focus in the design, based on the sources. They talk about a pH-balanced fluid injection system.
pH balanced. Why is that important for vinyl?
Well, vinyl surfaces can be sensitive. Chemicals that are too acidic or too alkaline can actually degrade the finish over time.
Hmm.
So keeping the cleaning fluid at a neutral pH
Yeah.
helps protect the floor itself. And the system also apparently leaves behind some kind of protective coating. The sources don't specify exactly what it is, but they do mention the benefit. They cite third-party tests showing 31% better gloss retention on vinyl compared to just standard mopping.
Oh, interesting. Keeping that shine is definitely something people want with vinyl.
Exactly. It directly addresses keeping those floors looking good for longer.
Okay, wow. So let's recap what the sources are telling us about the Aiolith and vinyl floors. It seems to offer this powerful clean, but it's gentle because of optimized pressure. It's got that long 5-hour battery life for big areas, uses stable batteries. It moves easily with zero-turn steering. It's built tough with that military-grade plastic. Plus, it's simple to operate. And then specifically for the vinyl, it uses that pH-balanced fluid and leaves a coating that helps keep the gloss. Did I get that right?
Yeah, that sums up the key points from the sources really well. And it makes you think, doesn't it? When you see that level of specific engineering detail, really focusing on the how and the why for a particular material like vinyl, with things like pH balance or specific pressure, how does paying attention to those deliberate design choices maybe change how you look at the tools you use every day? Even simple things around the house. Does it make you value them differently or think about their effectiveness in a new way?
That's a great question. Definitely something to mull over next time you grab a broom or, well, any tool, really. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.